Okay, so this is my progress so far. I have brick spawning, I have player movement, based on translation. You can even see it clipping a little bit because of that. It doesn't really use a rigid body, as far as I know. Get points every time it's destroyed, and then there's also lives, as you can see. Nope. And the ball launch is completely random. It doesn't ever go backwards though. It never goes down. It only goes up and then left or right on the X. But yeah, and then it ends after the lives are up. Okay, let me review this code a bit. So let's see. So my ball, I try to make it as close as possible to how it's shown in that diagram. So this is my on collision enter 2D, and I also have on trigger 2D. This one I use specifically for the depth zone, like going past the player. Check if they still have lives, and then do this whole process of stopping it and restarting it. I know it said void on the diagram, but I made it I numerator because I noticed an example that was provided has some short wait time. And I'm not sure if you noticed earlier, but mine does too. And I'm pretty familiar with I numerator, so I thought I would just add that. And right here, basically in this specific spot in the code, nowhere else in any other script, only in this particular spot, it'll stop on this line for about 2 seconds, and then it'll continue the rest of like what's left. So that's how that works. This is just getting starter values using GameObject.find. This stops the velocity. And this is like normal hit detection where it'll like typically ricochet. You can see the different types. Oh yeah, and I also have something special with my player where it has 4 hitboxes, but each corner right here have like a special one that we're checking for right here to see if it hits, and to kind of just add more variety when you hit it in the corner, because I noticed I couldn't really control where the ball was headed with the player. This handles mostly the brick spawning and the text, I guess. How many can spawn, because I can change these values and I can spawn a bunch at a time, like way past the limit. And this also gives them color and adds them to a list. I currently don't have any way of detecting like a game over and restarting the game, so I still need to program that. I add them to the list, and I also add their script to the spawned bricks list. So yeah, it's not completely the same, but I did my best to follow up on the diagram and just review it and do my best to replicate it. These two, I'm not sure what these should include, because a lot of this it just made sense to handle in other places. Like this one, like aside from this, I just did that. And you'll see them be used in the ball script, I'm pretty sure. This is just basic controllers, uh, basic controller script right here. Clamp it, which basically just limits it to these 2 values, which is why I can't go past it, but it does clip a little bit because it's not perfect. Let's see, launch ball. This launches the ball. Pretty self-explanatory. Picks a random spot between these 2 values. This is the X pretty much. This is the Y. Okay. Oh yeah, and in the diagram I noticed it kind of just had this, so I thought I would just, make it the same. But in the ball, if I'm not mistaken, let's see. Is it anywhere in here? No. Should be in here. Let's see. There it is, yeah. So, oh yeah, each brick also has a random value. So that's why let's see. Yeah, that's why I'm using the score right here and inserting an integer value, which is score, into this function. Because this function asks for one, yeah. And then I'll add it on there. And the random score is right here. And the way it's random is it picks between just random preset values in this array that I made. That's pretty much it at the moment. There isn't, I feel like it's mostly complete. I just need to make an actual game over, and yeah, that's pretty much it. Game over and probably sprites and maybe sound effects if I could figure that out. Yeah, that's everything. Sorry for the long video, but thank you.